holiday season 2010. My grandma bought my cousin a brand new Xbox 360 Slim to replace his arcade 360, one that still worked. Unbeknownst to me, he agreed to give me that very console for my birthday. Hard to believe that that was 15 years ago. Shout out to my cousin for doing that. That was really cool. Thanks. Being 15 years old at the time, I somehow talked my mom into getting me a copy of Grand Theft Auto 4. Yeah, I was one of the cool kids. I played so many games, but unfortunately that account and the very Xbox my cousin gave me were lost because I moved around a lot. A couple of years ago, I scrolled through eBay and found the perfect 360. I bought it for about $100, and it came with 6 games, and one of those games was a copy of Red Dead Redemption, which was a Game of the Year edition. This also began my hobby of collecting 360 games alongside my PS2 collection. Frodo, I meant Elijah Wood, hosted an event on MTV that changed the world forever in 2005. The Xbox 360 was the most talked about upcoming console. Everyone wanted one. Seriously, everyone wanted one. Sony was a year late to the party, so a lot of PS2 owners jumped ship to get a 360. Things were looking up for Microsoft. This hype train was unstoppable. The 360 was powerful, and it looked good, like really good. It was designed to fit anywhere in an entertainment center, and wireless controllers learned to run this time around as this tech was perfected here. Corded controllers became a thing of the past. The original Xbox ran 64 megabytes of RAM. This monster was ramped up to 512 megabytes, dwarfing the original. Epic Games requested this, so Gears of War would put the 360 to the test as this kicked off. This generation of gaming was here to stay. If Sony was mainstream pop music, then Microsoft was punk music. The PS2 was the big dog on campus being popular, and it sold a lot of units. The original Xbox was the underdog that packed a massive punch that no one was expecting. The 6th generation ended rather quickly for Microsoft because they wanted their hands on the 7th generation. 2005 was to be that year where they could stretch their legs, and the original 360 was that stepping stone. This was a console that was designed for gamers and by gamers. They understood how epic gaming could be and sold a lot of units. They played games fast, and every gamer loved it. The OS was a massive hike forward from the original. Gamers loved the Blade OS system. Personally, I never used it, but from videos of it, I am kicking myself for missing it. Microsoft came out swinging in 2005, but there was an issue that would be revealed as quickly as it began. The hardware was powerful, but it ran games and heated up, and this would kill the console and display 3 red rings on the power button. This was a massive problem. Microsoft didn't know what was going on at first, but they looked into it and took so many calls about broken hardware. Microsoft sent cardboard boxes to consumers. This was referred to as a cardboard coffin. The Xbox 360 was sent back to headquarters and repaired and sent back to the consumer. However, this was like putting a Band-Aid on a bullet wound. Microsoft received consoles that were repaired once, twice, and sometimes, in some cases, 4 times, even more. Then Microsoft just started replacing units free of charge. But the issue still lingered. Eventually, they ceased production until the issue was resolved. In 2010, it was revealed that the 360 got a facelift, smaller in size and more powerful and red ring proof. Xbox was back and things were looking up again. They added a Kinect into the mix, and this was their way of competing with the Nintendo Wii. It was good that Xbox had added Wi-Fi capabilities to make internet connectivity easier. Xbox 360 had so many good games, from Gears of War to Halo 3 to Forza Horizon. So many games were being played so well on this console, and they kept getting better and better. I feel like I barely scratched the surface of how many good games there were in the 7th generation of gaming, and it all started here on the Xbox 360. The Xbox 360 experience was full of going to war in Halo, playing online with friends, and not much else. Yeah, sure, Netflix was an app that could be used on the console, but gamers were the target demographic. Word of mouth is the 7th generation was peak gaming. I'd be inclined to believe myself, but I was 5 years too late to this party. I'm not blaming my grandparents. Sure, they gave me a hand-me-down, and I did love it, but I loved my PS2 a little more. And I was also late to that party too. Sorry, this is about the 7th gen. And that wasn't the point. The 7th gen of gaming is the best because it was fun to play games that had good stories, and it was fun to be online in party chats, and it was a good way to blow off steam after a hard work or school day. The whole generation worked so well and aimed for the stars, which was quite ambitious, but the ambition can be dangerous. Just look at the Xbox One launch. The legacy of the Xbox 360 is a testament of picking yourself up after you stumble and fall. Xbox started the online multiplayer experience, and the Xbox 360 perfected it. There's a hell of a good reason why when people think of 360s and PS3s, they get a great feeling of nostalgia. Great games, endless fun, and a big supply of Code Red Mountain Dew fueled this generation. I miss this generation, and I wish I played a larger role in the online scene. In conclusion, the Xbox 360 defined a generation and created a blueprint for the future. A future that has seen better games and better days from the 7th generation. Microsoft should reflect and regroup with this generation in mind. Gone are the days of $60 gold membership cards, and what's left is a shell of Xbox's former self. Sorry to end on a sad note. We don't know how good we had it. Until next time.
Wake me when you need me.